CSIR के 79वें स्थापना दिवस समारोह में दिल से आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। जैसा कि आप सभी ने स्थापित वैज्ञानिक तथा औद्योगिक अनुसंधान परिषद अर्थात CSIR आज तथा 39 आउटरीच केंद्रों के साथ अंतरिक्ष, ऊर्जा, खाद्य एवं खाद्य प्रसंस्करण, चर्म, धातु पुष्ट करके कश्मीर से केरल और असम से गुजरात तक अपनी अखिल भारतीय उपस्थिति दर्ज करा रहा है। प्रत्येक भारतीय के जीवन को प्रभावित करता है और उसे गुणवत्ता युक्त बनाता है। हमको तुम पर नाज है। इसी के साथ कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। वेबकास्टिंग के माध्यम से जुड़े अपने प्रतिभागी हैं। मैं स्वागत भाषण के लिए महानिदेशक CSIR डॉक्टर शेखर सीमानी जी से करूंगी।
It's our privilege that Honorable Dr. Harshvardhan ji is with us to grace the occasion today. On this occasion, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, if I say that he is the biggest supporter and champion of CSIR, much more than any one of us in the system, it will not be very wrong to say that. He keeps talking very good words and high praise of CSIR at all different fora, whether be it in press conferences, whether be it in the meetings that we have of all the senior leadership of CSIR, or even in the parliament. He has been our biggest champion through the years. And sir, we are very privileged to have you with us today on this celebration day. It will not be wrong to say that we are passing through a very unusual time that we could not have imagined in our lives that we would live through such a difficult time. And what you see here is a manifestation of that particular kind of a time. The social distancing norms, all of us, even while speaking, our masks are on and we keep distance from each other. All of it is a manifestation of that. But when the difficult times came, I'm very happy to state that CSIR as a whole family has stood up. And sir, you will be happy to know that we have generated a number of technologies, and we had the privilege of you unveiling the technology, COVID technology notebook, that what we had published some time ago. That has made a lot of waves, not only in India, but also internationally. Many people have been writing to us now that the technologies that CSIR has made, they would like to have a very close look at that. The examples are, for example, the Chief Scientific Advisor to Australian Prime Minister wrote to me the other day that he would like to look at some of the technologies himself. And similarly, yesterday we received an inquiry from the Netherlands that they would like to look at some of the technologies in that COVID technology book. So it has actually made an international mark, and for a very long time, we are very happy that we are actually in the news for many positive things that have been happening. And this all happened because of the guidance and support that we have received from the Honorable Prime Minister, who is the President of our society, and Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, who is the Vice President of our society. We are forever grateful to both these personalities for guiding us through difficult times and helping us in overcoming many difficulties that what we have. Sir, in this time, many industries also have come forward with support to CSIR by means of either different sponsored projects or by means of collaboration, or even many industries have given very generous corporate social responsibility grants to CSIR in recent times. I will not name the industries, but they have been very, very generous in coming forward and giving the grants when the country is passing through such a difficult economic time. I feel that's a special privilege that general public and industry are now fighting the battle along with CSIR in this difficult time. That's a very, very good thing that has happened, very positive that has happened, is that the entire public of the country is now with us to fight this very difficult battle. Yesterday I had a chance to tell you all our achievements, so I will not go into all of that. We are all eagerly looking forward to the program of the 79th Foundation Day. And once again, a very warm welcome to all of you who have joined in this program today on this occasion. My greetings to all of you once again. Thank you.
कोविड-19 पर एक फिल्म बनाई गई है जो छात्रों और अनुसंधान पर CSIR फाइट्स कोविड-19 को लॉन्च करें और उसके बाद इसी विषय पर आधारित फिल्म।
So it was in the middle of March that the state approached us to their COVID testing lab, and soon we had trained about 30 to 40 technicians and scientists from state-run labs at hospitals.
In a matter of 10 days, we were able to retrofit the lab to be functional as a COVID-19 testing center.
I am happy that 14 CSIR labs are also participating in this activity of testing. One that is used next generation sequencing to decode the virus and the analysis.
We can pull a large number of samples and sequence all of them in a single run. We at CCMB have assembled around 500 genomes so far.
We found in India these genomes clustered under 7 distinct strains. A majority of them belong to the clade A2A.
It's a CRISPR-Cas9 based assay for detecting point mutations in nucleotides. The technology basically relies on the Cas9 protein with a very high specificity binding to its target and then giving some kind of a readable signal, which we see on a paper strip.
We have developed a prototype of RT-LAB test for detection of COVID-19 in collaboration with Reliance Industry Limited.
We successfully synthesized the sample in 20 days.
We have transferred to Cipla on April 15th and finally they got approval in July 2020.
We have just optimized synthesis of this molecule in a 20-gram scale just within a month's time.
We applied to DCGI for getting the clinical trial permissions, which they
gave us and we received the permission for conducting phase 3 clinical trials.
CSIR ICB is the second institute in the country which started convalescent plasma therapy.
A lot of severe COVID-19 patients, they fail to recover smoothly, and so what you do is try to take plasma from recovered patients with the hope that you will transfer the antibodies they have generated to the unrecovering patients and help them recover.
CSIR has designed and developed bilevel positive airway pressure ventilating device called Swasthvayu in a record time of 35 days.
Did a detailed analysis using spectroscopic, thermal as well as microscopic techniques to identify the materials as well as the specifications in terms of the dimensions that are required.
इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक डिसइंफेक्शन मशीन एक बहुत ही कारगर तरीका है किसी भी प्रोटेक्टिव लिक्विड या डिसइंफेक्शन मटेरियल को स्प्रे करने का।
Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, India, has designed a modular construction system that can be prefabricated and assembled quickly at site.
ये जो एक इन्फॉर्मेशन पोर्टल है भारत को हेल्थ केयर प्रोडक्ट में एक आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए एक दिशा का एक बहुत बड़ा मंच साबित हो सकता है। तो हम CSIR टीम की तरफ से एक और प्रोडक्ट भारतवासियों के लिए
धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा कि बहुत बड़ी सोच है कि पुलिसकर्मी जो रोड पर हैं, दिन भर ड्यूटी पर हैं, उनकी हाइजीन के लिए इतनी व्यवस्था की जाए। बहुत लार्ज क्वांटिटीज में यहाँ पर हैंड सैनिटाइजर्स दिए जा रहे हैं।
एक्टिविटी में हैंडलूमिक्स को प्रमोट करने का काम हुआ, जरूरतमंद महिलाओं को रोजगार देने का काम हुआ और उनको मास्क मिलने लगे जिससे हम डायरेक्ट सोसाइटी को देंगे।
रेडी टू ईट वो भोजन जो लगभग आधा किलो के आसपास एक कैन में रहता है, वो कैन प्रिपेयर हो रहा है।
Month of March, we worked round the clock.
Thanks to all the students for work round the clock.
So we are working day in India.
Scientists and students, they work day and night in 3 shifts.
I am proud to say that CCMB has not shut down even for a single day during the clearance lockdown.
Whenever we know that our work will touch the lives of the people in the society, we are generally more motivated, and we know that if we work in this COVID-19 project, our work will touch the lives of the society. So we are happy about that, being part of one of the members in this COVID-19 project.
I am also happy that CSIR has risen to the occasion, and it's not only in one field but you have also got into ensuring that we put in our best foot forward.
11 नवोन्मेषों को चयनित किया गया है। प्रथम पुरस्कार या फर्स्ट प्राइज के लिए किसी को भी उपयुक्त नहीं पाया गया है। सेकेंड प्राइज प्रत्येक छात्र के लिए 50,000 रुपए की नकद धनराशि का है। सेकेंड प्राइज की श्रेणी में पहला नाम श्रीराम स्कूल गुरुग्राम के क्लास 12th के छात्र करण एस सोनी का है, जिन्होंने ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में माइक्रो फाइनेंस की पहुंच को सहज करने हेतु ग्रामीण जनता के लिए मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन तैयार किया है। मैं आप सभी से तालियों की गुजारिश करती हूँ और इस इसी श्रेणी में दूसरा नाम MIT इंटरनेशनल स्कूल गाजियाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश की क्लास 9th की छात्रा ध्रुवी गुप्ता का है, जिन्होंने हर्बल फॉर्मुलेशन से भरे बटर पेपर का उपयोग करके एक हर्बल पेपर टूथब्रश डिजाइन किया है। थर्ड प्राइज प्रत्येक छात्र के लिए 30,000 रुपए की नकद धनराशि का है। थर्ड प्राइज की श्रेणी में पहला नाम जिला परिषद हाई स्कूल जोगलंबा गढ़वाल तेलंगाना की क्लास 9th की छात्रा ए सृजा और क्लास 8th के छात्र के हरिकृष्णा का है, जिन्होंने मूंगफली के छिलकों से जैव ये गमले नर्सरियों में प्लास्टिक के गमलों के स्थान पर एक अच्छा विकल्प है। इसी श्रेणी में दूसरा नाम विवेक वर्धिनी हाई स्कूल पुतूर कर्नाटक की क्लास 10th की छात्रा नेहा भट्ट का है, जिन्होंने एक उन्नत बहुउद्देशीय स्वचालित छिड़काव मशीन का निर्माण किया है। ये मशीन पीड़ननाशी, खरपतवारनाशी और जैविक कीटनाशी स्प्रेयर के रूप में उपयोग की जा सकती है। मैं तालियों की गुजारिश करूंगी, हमारी तारीफ इनके लिए बहुत बड़ा प्रोत्साहन है। थर्ड प्राइज की श्रेणी में तीसरा नाम श्री निकेतन स्कूल सिरसी कर्नाटक की क्लास 8th की छात्रा विभा के भाट का है, जिन्होंने ईंधन की बचत करने वाला खाना पकाने का इन्वर्टर डिजाइन किया है। फोर्थ प्राइज प्रत्येक छात्र के लिए 20,000 रुपए की नकद धनराशि का है। फोर्थ प्राइज की श्रेणी में पहला नाम जेपी हाई स्कूल पेनुमल्ली आंध्र प्रदेश की क्लास 10th की छात्रा पी हर्षिता का है, जिन्होंने पेयजल से फ्लोराइड को हटाने के लिए काली मिट्टी, फिटकरी पाउडर, मोरिंगा के बीजों और पत्तियों के पाउडर का उपयोग करके एक मैजिक पॉट तैयार किया है। इसी श्रेणी में दूसरा नाम रंगलाल केजरीवाल हाई स्कूल एंड जूनियर कॉलेज के क्लास 11th के यश पेटकर, साची हिसारिया और सानिया शकील का है, जिन्होंने ट्रेन के लिए एक स्वचालित अपशिष्ट निपटान प्रणाली तैयार की है। फोर्थ प्राइज की श्रेणी में अगला नाम काशीनाथ बलोर पब्लिक स्कूल जलगांव महाराष्ट्र के क्लास 8th के छात्र अर्चित राहुल पाटिल का है, जिन्होंने यथार्थ समय में प्रसव के बाद सटीक रूप से रक्त की क्षति को मापने वाला और मां के जीवन को बचाने में सहायक एक उपकरण तैयार किया है। इसी श्रेणी में अगला पुरस्कार बिहार बाल भवन टिंकरी पटना बिहार के क्लास 10th के अभिषेक कुमार और क्लास 11th के अर्पित कुमार को दिया जाता है, जिन्होंने जल से आर्सेनिक हटाने के लिए चुंबकों का उपयोग करके एक वाटर फिल्टर तैयार किया है। फिफ्थ प्राइज के लिए प्रत्येक छात्र को 10,000 रुपए की नकद धनराशि दी जाती है। फिफ्थ प्राइज की श्रेणी में पहला नाम दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल आरके पुरम नई दिल्ली के क्लास 12th के छात्र RN गुलाटी का है, जिन्होंने कोविड-19 तथा अन्य फेफड़े से संबंधित रोगों का पता लगाने के लिए एक वेब एप्लीकेशन डिजाइन किया है। इसी श्रेणी में अगला पुरस्कार एल्फोंसा सेंट्रल स्कूल कन्नूर केरल की क्लास 11th की छात्रा रेवती वी मणिकंदन को दिया जाता है, जिन्होंने वातावरण के तापमान को कृत्रिम रूप से बढ़ाने के लिए इंफ्रारेड हीटर से युक्त फ्री एयर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज सिस्टम डिजाइन किया है। मैं पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने वाले इन सभी स्कूली बच्चों को CSIR परिवार की ओर से शुभकामनाएं देती हूं और उनके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करती हूं। आइए अब चलते हैं CSIR युवा वैज्ञानिक पुरस्कार CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड्स 2020 की ओर। सन 1987 से प्रतिवर्ष जैव विज्ञान, रसायन विज्ञान, पृथ्वी विज्ञान जिसमें वायुमंडल, महासागर एवं ग्रहीय विज्ञान शामिल हैं, अभियांत्रिकी विज्ञान और भौतिक विज्ञान के क्षेत्र में इन पुरस्कारों को CSIR देता आ रहा है। ये पुरस्कार CSIR के युवा वैज्ञानिकों जिनकी आयु 35 वर्ष अथवा उससे कम है को उनके उत्कृष्ट योगदान के लिए दिए जाते हैं। CSIR युवा वैज्ञानिक पुरस्कार के अंतर्गत एक प्रशस्ति पत्र, 50,000 रुपए की नकद धनराशि और एक प्लाक दिया जाता है। इसके अतिरिक्त स्वतंत्र रूप से अनुसंधान परियोजना हेतु 5 वर्ष की अवधि के लिए 25 लाख रुपए का अनुदान भी दिया जाता है। युवा वैज्ञानिक पुरस्कार प्राप्तकर्ताओं को 45 वर्ष की आयु तक प्रति माह 7,500 रुपए का मानदेय भी दिया जाता है। इस वर्ष प्रख्यात वैज्ञानिकों की एक सलाहकार समिति ने CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड के लिए 7 वैज्ञानिकों का चयन किया है। बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज के क्षेत्र में इस पुरस्कार के लिए 2 वैज्ञानिकों का चयन किया गया है। बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज में वर्ष 2020 का CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ जेनोमिक्स एंड इंटीग्रेटिव बायोलॉजी न्यू दिल्ली के डॉक्टर देवज्योति चक्रवर्ती को दिया जाता है for developing highly precise genome editing platform and its application to correct sickle cell anemia mutation in Indian patient-derived stem cells. He also repurposed FNCS9 in diagnostic applications such as for accurate and rapid diagnosis of COVID-19. बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज में ही वर्ष 2020 का दूसरा CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हिमालयन बायोरिसोर्स टेक्नोलॉजी पालनपुर की डॉक्टर वंदना जायसवाल को दिया जाता है for her significant contribution towards identification of genomic regions harboring genes QTLs for agronomic traits in wheat and development of molecular markers for wheat improvement program. केमिकल साइंसेज में वर्ष 2020 का CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी तिरुवनंतपुरम के डॉक्टर सूरज सोमन को दिया जाता है for developing semi-automatic equipments for large area dye-sensitized solar module fabrication by introducing alternate earth-abundant cobalt and copper electrolytes for indoor photovoltaics. अर्थ, एटमॉस्फेयर, ओशन और प्लैनेटरी साइंसेज में वर्ष 2020 का CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ओशनोग्राफी के डॉक्टर जगदीशन लोकनाथन को दिया जाता है। मैं आप सभी से तालियों की गुजारिश करूंगी for his outstanding contribution to the plankton ecology in context of marine ecosystem functioning in the Bay of Bengal, Gulf of Mannar and in the mudbank phenomena occurring along the southwest coast of India. His significant findings include the role of upwelling as the key mechanism that enhance the biological protection in mudbank. Eddies can carry plankton community along their path and the seasonally reversing coastal currents influence ecosystem components in the Gulf of Mannar and Park Bay. इंजीनियरिंग साइंसेज के क्षेत्र में वर्ष 2020 का CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल फिजिकल लैबोरेटरी न्यू दिल्ली की डॉक्टर इंदु एलिजाबेथ को दिया जाता है for her significant contribution in the development of lithium-ion batteries. She also designed and fabricated a rechargeable solar lantern based on lithium-ion batteries for lighting purposes in Indian villages. इंजीनियरिंग साइंसेज में ही वर्ष 2020 का दूसरा CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR सेंट्रल साइंटिफिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चंडीगढ़ के डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार पटेल को दिया जाता है for developing an air-assisted electrostatic sprayer for society and industrial applications based on which products have been developed and marketed. फिजिकल साइंसेज में वर्ष 2020 का CSIR यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड CSIR एडवांस्ड मटेरियल्स एंड प्रोसेस रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट भोपाल के डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार गुप्ता को दिया जाता है for developing novel and innovative piezoelectric, pyroelectric and triboelectric nanogenerators as a new class of renewable energy devices. He also developed electrical insulating composite sheets from industrial inorganic waste. मैं CSIR परिवार की ओर से इन सभी पुरस्कार विजेताओं को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं प्रेषित करती हूँ और आशा करती हूँ कि भविष्य में ये सभी पुरस्कार विजेता CSIR का नेतृत्व करेंगे। आइए कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं और चलते हैं वर्ष 2020 के CSIR टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड्स की ओर। CSIR टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड्स प्रौद्योगिकी के विकास, हस्तांतरण और वाणिज्यीकरण हेतु बहुविषयक आंतरिक टीम प्रयासों और बाह्य पारस्परिक क्रिया को बढ़ावा देते हैं। ये अवार्ड्स लाइफ साइंसेस, फिजिकल साइंसेस इंक्लूडिंग इंजीनियरिंग, इनोवेशन, बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट एंड टेक्नोलॉजी मार्केटिंग और मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ द 5-year प्लान की श्रेणियों में दिए जाते हैं। प्रारंभिक 4 श्रेणियों में ये पुरस्कार वार्षिक रूप से दिए जाते हैं और प्रत्येक के लिए 2 लाख रुपए की नकद धनराशि निर्धारित होती है। इसके अतिरिक्त मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट CSIR टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ द 5-year प्लान पीरियड की श्रेणी में ये पुरस्कार 5 वर्षों में एक बार दिया जाता है और इसके लिए 5 लाख रुपए की नकद धनराशि निर्धारित होती है। वर्ष 2020 के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड्स हैं। लाइफ साइंसेस के लिए पहला टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड CSIR इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ केमिकल टेक्नोलॉजी हैदराबाद को कोविड-19 से लड़ने के लिए एक नवीन और लागत प्रभावी प्रक्रिया विकसित करके सस्ती स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं उपलब्ध कराने में उत्कृष्ट योगदान के लिए दिया जाता है। लाइफ साइंसेस की कैटेगरी के अंदर सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ मेरिट CSIR नेशनल एनवायरमेंटल इंजीनियरिंग रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट नागपुर को इकोलॉजिकल यूनिटों के साथ नाले के जीर्णोद्धार के लिए दिया जाता है। ये घरेलू अपशिष्ट जल के वैकल्पिक सीवेज प्रबंधन के रूप में CSIR नीली द्वारा विकसित अपने ही स्थान पर अपनाई जाने वाली कम लागत की वेस्ट वाटर ट्रीटमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी है। मैं आप सभी से तारीफ करता हूं। इंजीनियरिंग के साथ फिजिकल साइंसेस के लिए ये टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल मेटालर्जिकल लेबोरेटरी जमशेदपुर को लिथियम कोबाल्ट बैटरियों के ब्लैक कैथोड मटेरियल और ई-वेस्ट के गोल्ड कोटेड सरफेस से कोबाल्ट और गोल्ड को निकालने की एक स्वदेशी टेक्नोलॉजी विकसित करने के लिए दिया जाता है। ये कोबाल्ट और गोल्ड को रिसाइकल करने तथा बाई प्रोडक्ट के रूप में मैंगनीज, कॉपर, निकल, लिथियम एवं ग्रेफाइट की पुनः प्राप्ति की पहली स्वदेशी टेक्नोलॉजी है। और इसके अतिरिक्त इसी क्षेत्र के अंतर्गत CSIR सेंट्रल लेदर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट चेन्नई को भी पर्यावरण अनुकूल लेदर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए जीरो फॉर्मल्डिहाइड हाई परफॉर्मेंस क्रोमियम मेलामाइन सिंथेटिक टेनिंग एजेंट के विकास हेतु CSIR टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड से नवाजा जाता है। इनोवेशन के लिए वर्ष 2020 का टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और CSIR सेंट्रल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियरिंग रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट को स्वचालित विश्लेषणात्मक और नैदानिक अनुप्रयोग, विशेष रूप से खाद्य एवं औषधि में मिलावट को जांचने के लिए कम लागत वाला बहुउद्देशीय और हाथ में पकड़ा जा सकने वाला रमन स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर विकसित करने के लिए दिया जाता है। बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट और टेक्नोलॉजी मार्केटिंग के लिए वर्ष 2020 का टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड CSIR नेशनल एरोस्पेस लेबोरेटरीज बेंगलुरु को हल्के लड़ाकू विमान तेजस की कंपोजिट टेक्नोलॉजी के सफल वाणिज्यीकरण के लिए दिया जाता है। पंचवर्षीय योजना की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण CSIR टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए दिया जाने वाला टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड CSIR सेंट्रल साइंटिफिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चंडीगढ़ को एरोनॉटिकल डेवलपमेंट एजेंसी बेंगलुरु और भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स लिमिटेड पंचकुला के सहयोग से बनाए गए मल्टीपल एयरक्राफ्ट प्लेटफॉर्म्स हेतु हेड अप डिस्प्ले वेरिएंट्स और संबंधित टेस्ट उपकरणों के विकास के लिए दिया जाता है। मैं वर्ष 2020 का टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड प्राप्त करने वाले CSIR की सभी प्रयोगशालाओं को CSIR परिवार की ओर से हार्दिक बधाई देती हूँ। आगे चलते हैं CSIR अवार्ड फॉर साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशंस फॉर रूरल डेवलपमेंट की ओर। इस श्रेणी में वर्ष 2017 का केयर पुरस्कार CSIR इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ केमिकल टेक्नोलॉजी हैदराबाद को ग्रामीण भारत के विशेष रूप से फ्लोराइड से प्रभावित क्षेत्रों में स्वच्छ पेयजल पहुंचाने के लिए अत्यधिक सघन एवं सस्ते वाटर प्यूरिफिकेशन सिस्टम का विकास करने के लिए दिया जाता है। इसी श्रेणी के अंतर्गत वर्ष 2018 का केयर पुरस्कार थोराईपक्कम चेन्नई में स्थित मिसर्स वॉटसन एनवायरोटेक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड को ग्रामीण जनता को बेहतर सैनिटेशन सुविधाएं प्रदान करने के लिए लागत प्रभावी मॉड्यूलर टॉयलेट्स तैयार करने के लिए दिया जाता है। इसी पुरस्कार की श्रेणी में वर्ष 2019 का केयर पुरस्कार इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी बॉम्बे को ग्रामीण स्कूली बच्चों के लिए 6 से 8 घंटे के बैकअप वाला सस्ता और सुवाल सोलर स्टडी लैंप तैयार करने के लिए दिया जाता है। भारत में 10 राज्यों के 17,400 गांवों में ये इनोवेशन पहले से ही क्रियान्वित किया जा चुका है, जिससे भारत में 6.2 मिलियन ग्रामीण स्कूली छात्रों को पर्यावरण अनुकूल स्वच्छ रोशनी मिल पा रही है। केयर पुरस्कार के लिए मैं वर्ष 2017, वर्ष 2018 और वर्ष 2019 के पुरस्कार विजेताओं को CSIR परिवार की ओर से हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। इसी के साथ कार्यक्रम को गति प्रदान करते हैं और चलते हैं CSIR डायमंड जुबली टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड 2019 की ओर। CSIR डायमंड जुबली टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड ऐसे उत्कृष्ट तकनीकी नवाचार को मान्यता एवं सम्मान प्रदान करते हैं जिसने राष्ट्रीय प्रतिष्ठा को बढ़ाने में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दिया हो। इस पुरस्कार के अंतर्गत 10 लाख रुपए की नकद धनराशि, एक प्रशस्ति पत्र और एक शील्ड दी जाती है। भारत को वैश्विक स्तर पर अग्रणी बनाने में सहायता प्रदान करने के लिए भारत को गौरवान्वित करने वाले कई साहसी और चुनौतीपूर्ण उद्यमों के लिए CSIR डायमंड जुबली टेक्नोलॉजी अवार्ड भारतीय उद्योगों को प्रेरित एवं प्रोत्साहित करता है। वर्ष 2019 का यह अवार्ड टाटा केमिकल्स लिमिटेड पुणे को फ्रक्टोओलिगोसैकेराइड्स नामक एक शुगर आधारित प्रीबायोटिक डाइटरी इंग्रेडिएंट के उत्पादन के लिए एक इनोवेटिव टेक्नोलॉजी विकसित करने हेतु दिया जाता है। ये टेक्नोलॉजी प्रसंस्करण की लागत को कम करती है और शुद्ध फ्रक्टोओलिगोसैकेराइड्स की अधिक मात्रा प्रदान करती है। मैं CSIR की ओर से टाटा केमिकल्स लिमिटेड को इस पुरस्कार के लिए शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। इसी के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेस और टेक्नोलॉजी में उत्कृष्टता हेतु दिए जाने वाले वर्ष 2020 के GN रामचंद्रन गोल्ड मेडल की ओर। आप सभी को अवगत कराना चाहूंगी कि CSIR ने वर्ष 2004 में प्रोटीन केमिस्ट्री के प्रवर्तक और भारत में स्ट्रक्चरल बायोलॉजी के जनक प्रोफेसर GN रामचंद्रन की स्मृति में बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेस और टेक्नोलॉजी के अंतर विषय क्षेत्र में उत्कृष्टता को मान्यता देने के लिए ये गोल्ड मेडल देना आरंभ किया। वर्ष 2020 का ये गोल्ड मेडल ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज न्यू दिल्ली की प्रोफेसर जया सेल्सवानी त्यागी को माइक्रोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस डोरमेंसी अडैप्टेशन मैकेनिज्म्स में उनकी उत्कृष्ट अनुसंधान खोजों के लिए दिया जाता है। उन्होंने टीबी और ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस के निदान हेतु नवीन टेक्नोलॉजीज को भी विकसित किया है। ये टेक्नोलॉजीज टीबी उन्मूलन वर्ष 2017 से 2025 के लिए भारत के नेशनल स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लान हेतु प्रासंगिक हैं। इस गोल्ड मेडल के लिए मैं CSIR परिवार की ओर से प्रोफेसर जया सेल्सवानी त्यागी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। इसी के साथ कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। अब मैं अनुरोध करूंगी माननीय मंत्री जी से कि वे हमें अपने आशीर्वचनों से
डॉक्टर शेखर मांडे, DG CSIR डॉक्टर चक्रवर्ती, all the other DGs of various CSIR laboratories sitting here in Anusandhan Bhavan and all across the country in the various laboratories, all other head of the departments of various streams of CSIR research, all the scientists who are connected with this program, and of course all others who may not be connected, researchers, students, our CSIR friendly industry people, young students, media friends. Well, first of all, let me congratulate you and offer my good wishes to all of you on the 79th Foundation Day of CSIR. It is indeed a privilege to be associated with CSIR in any capacity, and you all have the great privilege of working for CSIR. I came to this building for the first time on 9th of November 2014, and I signed in a register and had taken over as the Science and Technology Minister 6 years back. It's a journey of 78 years for the people who have been working in CSIR. I really don't have the exact words in my vocabulary to describe the sense of satisfaction and happiness and privileged feelings that I enjoyed while working as Science and Technology Minister, and also after having worked with CSIR people also. This is also a moment to pay our tributes to the memory of the greats like Dr. Bhatnagar and many others, great scientists and directors and DGs of CSIR who have worked over the last 7-8 decades and brought CSIR to the central stage of scientific research in the country, so much so that we stand at amongst a list of over 1200 institutions in the whole world with similar mandate and similar types of support from the government. Our ranking ranges between 10 to 20 in that list also. So it's a great moment, and as I said, that I have a lot of, I would say, very fond memories of my visits to the various institutions of CSIR in the last couple of years. When I had taken over as the minister once again in the Narendra Modi ji's government last year, and he had once again given me the responsibility of being with you all, I again thought it was a great privilege. And back in 2014 also, I have always in retrospect realized that as the greatest blessing of the Prime Minister and a blessing in disguise for me to have been assigned this responsibility. I now feel that if I had not been exposed to what the scientists have been doing, my life would have been incomplete. Though we have studied science all our life, but seeing science from the closest of quarters was a great privilege. And I have a huge, and our Prime Minister also has huge expectations and huge belief in the potential of CSIR and its scientists. In virtually every field, there is hardly any field that I can think of now where we don't have very handsome contributions from the CSIR scientists. And whenever there has been a challenge before the country in any form, we have always been able to convert that challenge into an opportunity, and that opportunity ultimately delivers good things for the society, which help them in alleviating their hardships in many ways. The present time is a difficult time. It is almost 9 months now when we shall be engaged continuously, consistently in our fight against COVID. As Health Minister, I remember the fight having started on the 8th of January. Within a day or two of the news being delivered by WHO of the information that they had received from China about a new coronavirus. And since then, the whole government, it's not only the health ministry, it is the whole government, it's the whole society. And apart from the health ministry, the whole scientific community of India has been serving the cause of mitigation of COVID-19 in the best possible manner. We all know, and you all know, and by now the country also knows, as Dr. Shekhar Mandey had been saying. I have spoken about it at number of forums, including a lot of things I mentioned in my statement to the Parliament in the recent session. And the good thing was that we rose to the occasion in a very responsible manner, in a very committed manner, in a very dedicated manner. And the beauty of it was that no one ever thought what is the mandate that their lab has got. Whether they were working in the field of genomics, or whether they were working in the field of aeronauticals, or whether they were working in the field of chemicals or biology or leather or whatever. Everybody was trying to contribute something or the other. And after this 6 months of very aggressive and active fight since the time of the lockdown, there are so many things with us which we can talk about now, which could be called as the exclusive contributions of the CSIR family. Our scientists, they could produce the kits, they could produce the PPEs, they could produce the sanitizer, they were the routine things. But those who were making aeroplanes, they were able to produce the BiPAP ventilators. We could now is a very revolutionary Faluda paper diagnostic kit is in the offing, which I think at least I am very eagerly waiting for it because that's going to revolutionize the testing capacity and capability. Although already we know that from a lab, one lab where we had this facility to diagnose COVID sometimes in February. Today when I talk to you, we are having 23 places in the country. And it is not the mandate of the CSIR also to be diagnosing COVID patients, but we know CCMB and so many other labs and even the non-biological laboratories, they had been helping in the cause of COVID testing over the last couple of months. Today morning when I saw the data we tested yesterday, 13.5 lakh people in the country in a day. Yesterday morning when I saw the data, we had tested almost 15 lakh people in a day. And this is the same country where we were, when we used to test sometimes in the month of April, some few thousand tests, everybody used to blame us. What are you talking? This is a country of 1.35 billion people, is just few tests, few thousand tests. And everywhere we used to hear the words test. That's how people used to criticize us. And now we have all seen that everyone, when it became absolutely essential, everyone jumped into the whole fray. It's not only the ICMR or the medical colleges, but the scientific institutions also jumped into it. When we were facing trouble with the kits, we remember that we were importing kits in the initial stages, so costly, so expensive, from China and many other places. Today we have these almost over 10 lakh kits manufactured in a day in India. That's the level of our potential. When it came to doing some research about the virus, we isolated the virus so fast. We were amongst the first few countries to have isolated the virus. Now, I think you have also done genome sequencing on about 2000 viruses. Biotechnology people tell me that they have done genome sequencing on another 1000 viruses. We have already stored 40,000 viruses in the biorepositories that have been created by the science departments and ICMR. And they are all available for good quality research for the students, researchers, industry, everyone, academic world. So there is in every field, we all remember PPEs. There used to be a lot of hue and cry about the PPEs. We were importing all of them. Now we have 110 manufacturers in the country. We are producing more than 5 lakhs per day. And my experience over the last few months has been that the same states in India who used to cry all the time about not being able to get the adequate number of PPEs, now today when we send them, talk about sending those PPEs to them, they say, sir, please wait for a couple of weeks. We don't have the place to keep them in our stores. That comes from major states. So we could produce the PPEs, we could produce N95 masks, over 12 manufacturers there, over 25 manufacturers, new manufacturers of ventilators, all indigenous, doing so well. And that's why we got the support of the Prime Minister directly through the PM Cares Fund for procuring 50,000 indigenous ventilators, created all by our own people, our own scientists, technologists, engineers. Then the research about the drugs, I think this immunomodulatory MW, Sepsivac, that's into the third stage of the clinical trials, Favipiravir and so many other drugs. They've all, means it's the good thing and the beauty of the whole situation is that everyone stood up, everyone. And no one thought that it's not my mandate, it's not my job, it's not my field, how can I do this, why should I do this? Everybody in CSIR, and I have seen that CSIR, once it is given the responsibility, then it goes for that job in a very dynamic manner. In this room itself, we have released the green crackers, and this issue about the crackers was raised to me at one of the India International Science Festivals by a media person. And there itself, in the same interview, I had appealed to the CSIR people to produce these green crackers, because there was all this issue about air pollution, high levels of PM 2.5, PM 10, parali and all those things. And within less than 1 year, we released the green crackers here. Next year, we released a better version of green crackers. And by now, we have been able to convince a lot of the industry people about those. I remember that function in which President of India released that shear scanner. You remember that function when the Prime Minister came for the 75th Platinum Jubilee Foundation Day, and he started his speech with a solar tree. So there are so many things, right from that election ink which was discovered in the 50s, which is still being used. There are so many things that the CSIR has been able to do over the last many years, and I feel very fortunate that I have been able to see CSIR at a very micro level after having spent my days in the laboratories of CSIR, with going into the rooms and the small labs of scientists where they work, and after having seen everything being done in CSIR. I fondly remember the meeting in Dehradun. Dr. Shekhar Mande was not there at that time. He was probably not even in CSIR in 2015. But those who have been in CSIR in 2015, they remember that we spent almost without a break 2 days we spent in Dehradun at the Indian Institute of Petroleum Lab, where now so many great things are being done, plastics being converted into diesel, petrol, all that. And after that we had a Dehradun declaration, and everyone, and that was the time when many directors told us that after seeing the presentations of others, we also have come to know first time that how much CSIR is doing, because everybody was confined to his or her own shell, his or her own laboratory, or her own field of research. And that was the first time that when even the CSIR people could appreciate that what is their real potential. So now, and then after that Dehradun declaration, I know that revolutionary activity that we did a big 2 days program in New Delhi in a hotel in central Delhi, and we divided all these sectors into, we had a sectoral approach: biological sector, chemical sector, physical sector, strategic sector, all that we divided them into 6 sectors, and then every sector There was an in charge, and then it was like optimal utilization of the intellectual resource, and then working in a focused manner for the betterment of the country and the society, and for actually trying to deliver the things that have been needed. Right from the day one, Prime Minister has also been talking to us about changing our approach to making it more and more people-centric. People-centric, not that what you do is not people-centric, but according to the actual genuine needs of the people today, and according to the situation, try to solve out those unresolved issues of the country which we have not been able to solve in last, say, 73 years since independence. So right now, when I have come here, first of all, I would love to congratulate all these young students and the young scientists and those with specific key fields who have been described so well here. I would have loved to see them with my own eyes here, meet them, and then give those awards to them, but we all have to apologize to them. But certainly in better times, we would love to call all of them. Even if you don't, you can send the awards, but there should be a good quality brainstorming sessions with them. And for these young students and others who have got this award, I would say that they should not be content with receiving an award. Everybody, even if a 8th class student has done something in a particular field, he should develop a dream about doing something extraordinary in his life, or achieving something which gives him the satisfaction of his life. An award for something, unless you take things to their logical conclusions, unless you dream big, work big, contribute in a big manner, and then consistently pursue your goal, and then reach the success point, you can't have the satisfaction of your life. So for those who have got these awards, I would say you should not stop here. You should develop very focused dreams for your life. And it's not only for those who have got these awards, for others also. Every scientist should have a very focused approach. All these people whom we remember with lot of reverence, whether it is Sir C.V. Raman or Jagdish Chandra Bose or S.N. Bose or P.C. Ray or so many, they all had, I think, a lot of commitment. They worked in extraordinarily difficult circumstances. When I used to visit those places where all these great stalwarts worked, whether where Birbal Sahni worked in a laboratory in Lucknow, or where Mr. Bose and others worked. So, to compare your situation with them, we are working in most, you would say, I would say, advanced situations with the most sophisticated instruments. They didn't have even, I think, good quality air-conditioned offices. Today our laboratories are equipped with instruments which are worth crores of rupees. So, number one, everyone should have a very, very focused approach. Most of us should develop very high quality dreams, work for the rest of the life for realization of those dreams. That's number one. Another thing, a great achievement of this COVID, though we have unfortunately lost so many people, we may be happy with the lowest mortality rate and the highest recovery rate, but certainly the pain of having lost so many of our countrymen, so many of our COVID warriors, so many of our doctors. It's beyond any description. That pain, nobody can take away that pain. But in spite of these difficult circumstances, we have seen how boldly the Prime Minister has been trying to motivate the countrymen, whether it is through the initial Garib Kalyan Yojanas and all that he described. I don't want to get into all those details here. But the latest appeal of the Prime Minister about developing an Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think that is a great inspiration to all of us. At least I feel that the scientific community can take a lot from that. And the experience of having worked during COVID and having been able to successfully change the situation from a situation where we are importing everything to a situation we are now exporting everything, in a position to export. We exported hydroxychloroquine to over 140 countries, and that is for other things also. So now my appeal to Dr. Mandey and all your colleagues today is that maybe for this Atmanirbhar Bharat, it's not a slogan. Anything that we are receiving from the rest of the world for taking care of the requirements of this country, if we are able to produce all those things in the country, that is basically Atmanirbharta. That is strengthening our people, that is strengthening our economy, that is strengthening the potential of the country. And for this, if this responsibility is taken up by the scientific community in a big manner, and this can only be taken over not by emotions. We will have to have a very scientific approach of doing it. I don't know, there will be better ways of doing it, but I am suggesting a course of action. When I entered the room, I had not thought of it. All this came in my mind only while I was sitting on this chair and thinking about what should be the way ahead for us on the 79th Foundation Day. So, right now there are 2-3 goals. 2022 Prime Minister says he wants to deliver a new India, he wants to bring back smile on everybody's face. There are certain goals that have been set up for 2025. In health, there is a major goal of elimination of tuberculosis and so many other things. And 2030 Prime Minister says we should be amongst the top 2-3 scientific nations of the whole world. But for this Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think if you just give a month to all the laboratories and all the scientists, let them during that 1 month from now brainstorm amongst themselves on subjects that they could work on, and let them research, do their good quality research, field work about what is that India needs to produce, India needs support for, India needs help for. You compare where we were 10 years back, 20 years back, you will find there's a lot of sea change that's happening. India is now standing up on its own feet in a big way. In spite of so much of distress in economy in the last 8 months, we are still holding the fort very strongly and very ably. So number one, what is that Atmanirbhar Bharat? What is the contribution that a particular set of scientists in a scientific laboratory, because unless we know what we have to do, we cannot proceed on with the. When we told the people that you have to work on the green crackers, then only they could start concentrating in that direction. when you told them about this particular research or particular this Feluda testing, then this paper test came. I remember Dr. Saab, sorry I'm forgetting his name, he brought that test and presentation he made in the initial meetings. But I am happy when he tells me today that Tata is going to take it up along with us, and by October we may have this paper test which is going to get us the results in 40 seconds. 40 minutes. But anyway, 40 minutes is also a good, you see, this thing. I remember when you had presented it to me first time. So, let us give everybody 1 month. First brainstorm amongst your team, core team at the headquarters. Give a month to everybody to brainstorm there. And then let's forget about COVID. This is the new normal. We can't think of postponing things because there is COVID, we don't know. We hope it should be over in this year itself, but otherwise also within, I think, a month or say 45 days, let's plan another meeting of the type that we planned 5 years back in Dehradun, and let it be a 2020 post-COVID declaration for Atmanirbhar Bharat. And then for this Atmanirbhar Bharat also, I have an idea that came to my mind while I was sitting here, that we have so many awards dedicated to so many people. Let's institute a few more Atmanirbhar Bharat awards in the name of the Prime Minister. Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Awards instituted by CSIR. And then 2 days we meet. You can think of having a core group of say 100 to 150 people, director of the institution, maybe 1 more, 2 more people who can be shortlisted. It's not that everybody has to come. Since they are coming with a brainstorming in their system, 1 or 2 people from, and then spend good quality 2 days. We set up goals for ourselves for 2022, and then maybe 24 or whatever, that will be decided. But at least we should be able to give very significant contributions to India in the new India that Prime Minister Modi wants to deliver at the time of the completion of 75 years of independence. I think that if we are able to do, I am very, very confident that CSIR and its laboratories and its scientists and its directors under your leadership, and of course the blessings of the President of the CSIR, our own Prime Minister, we have the ability, we have the courage, we have the dedication, we have the vision, we have the potential and everything. We have the scientific acumen, we have got everything. The only thing that we need to finalize is what is our dream, what is that we want to ultimately accomplish. We have all the raw material is there. Only you have to just put that in the right perspective and contribute significantly to Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I am sure you will have the satisfaction of your life, because as destiny is, I think India is poised to become not only a new India, but ultimately India has to become a Vishwa Guru Bharat, where the future of India shall be brighter than its glorious past. And that is where we all have to contribute. And that is the pledge that we must take on this 79th Foundation Day. And I am sure we have the blessings of the great stalwarts of CSIR who have worked tirelessly for years and have contributed to bringing CSIR to this stage. So, with my most humble tributes to the memory of all those great scientists who are not with us today but have contributed immensely to CSIR, and of course once again my best wishes and congratulations to all the young and the senior who have been awarded today for different reasons, and of course to all the scientists of CSIR, my good wishes on your Foundation Day. Thank you for giving me the privilege of being a part of this function. I think since 2015 I had the privilege of being a part of every function. We used to have this function in Vigyan Bhavan, but you can yourself appreciate that even within your own auditorium you can have good functions. There is no problem. Thank you so much.